Yeah. Yeah, we all pay the price.
Heavy bankroll, I'm a high roller's creed. Fingers on felt where the hungry hearts feed. Power pressing moves, stacking bets on demand. Boxcar singing tunes like a New Orleans band. Season that play, Old Bay on the dice. Kamara thick, flavor game precise. Spice in the air, every roll about to slice. Craps fam united, yeah we all pay the price. Throw 'em smooth, wrist snap, make 'em glide. Hard way drop, now the table's gon' ride. Field bets dancing, every chip takes flight. Hidden box numbers, it's a symphony tonight. Yo, circle around the layout, stories unfold. Craps community deep, richer than gold. Point hit, we rise, never running cold. Dice bound bonds, legendary told. Lady odds, heavy yo to come feels fine. From hard eights to yo's, I'm reading the line. Catch fire on the felt, sweat dripping from time. Dice rolling legends in the heart we climb. Season that play, Old Bay on the dice. Kamara thick, flavor game precise. Spice in the air, every roll about to slice. Craps fam united, yeah we all pay the price. Yeah, we all pay the price.
Welcome everybody back to Old Bay's house. I appreciate you. That's right, we are slinging it. We are gunslinging it. We are gunslinging it back to the hard side of the table. Everybody likes the hard side of the table. Welcome, this is OldBayCraps. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have been before, thank you for returning to my channel. Thank you for coming back to my layout. We are playing with a lot of money. You all have $5,000 in your bankroll with a $5,000 rebuy. I have $2,000 because I don't get that greedy in the chip rack here. We're going to see if we can make something of just the $600, but we do have the $1,400 in reserve. And I'm always trying different angles, different cameras, different layout stuff. So we're back over here to the left side of the table, and I've moved the ATS down to the C&E section. Kind of looks nice because it's got circles around each number. But we got the OBC chips right here, so we can cover the ATS. We'll just do that. We'll put the chips up there underneath the red crab, but we'll put the blue chips covering the ATS numbers here because we will be playing it. I've got some dice over here. I'm not going to really be playing the horn high bets much at all, or the horn bets down here. I'll pretty much keep to a C&E if I do that. But I got my Chiro chip here, mid-mo yo, and the dice in the horn high yo section because it makes me feel good. All right, so we're about to get started. I do have the dice over there. You'll see it in the camera right there. Right up there, you'll see the dice when I bring them to. And we're going back with the 5-3-6-2 dice set from stick left 2. And we'll be throwing it down the lane to the hard side. We got some people coming in here. They're starting to come in. We got Brian Crapping Camper. We've got 510 Hawaii. He says, hello, everyone. We're going to go over to Crapsee in just a second. So let me see. Let's go over to Crapsee. There it is. Nice and beautiful. Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right. As I said before, traditional table tonight, $5,000 starting bankroll, 15 minimum table, 5,000 max bet, max hop hard way, 250 max, 10 times odds for your pass line or your lay bets. The buy and the lay, you only pay the vig on the win, just like you would do in Vegas. If we were on the East Coast, you'd be paying that vig up front, which sucks. The 2 and the 12 will always pay triple at Old Bay's house, and we will be playing the town bets. They are 30-150 and 30-1. Let's close this. We've already got 27 people active. They're all ready to go. So without further ado, let me get some bets on the table. All right. All right. Well, I got 2,000 here. I'm going heavy out and about the first time around. So I'm doing just a $25 pass line bet. I'm going to grab a craps bet. And I'm going to go 25, 5, 25 on the ATS right there. All three of them pay $7.50 if they hit. And we'll just see about that. All right, I got all my bets set. Let's get that first roll in. Let's go back over to Crapsee, lock you all out. We are locking you out. Let's bring those beautiful red-green dice over here. And let's get to rolling. 5, 3, 6, 2 all night long. Here we go. And we have a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. Not a bad way to start off the show. Let's bring those dice, make sure they're in camera view. Let's get it in the roll tracker into Crapsee. More people will pile in during the night. All right, 9 is going to be the point. Craps check falls. Mark the 9. And we're going to go basically 330 inside. We'll have to do 80 because we have to cap the odds on the back. And that's all we're going to do for now. All right. All bets set. Here we go for roll number 2. Again, we're doing the 5, 3, 6, 2. Hope y'all are having a good Thursday. Dice out. And there's a 6-4 easy 10. Mark it. Nothing on the 10. I'm going to go 15 in the field. All bets set here. Let me know in the chat how your day's going. Here we go. And we got midnight, all the dots and all the spots. Pays triple tonight. I'm sure Marble Fork might be in later. He loves that when we throw midnight. All right, it's going to win 45 for me in the field, paying triple. I'm going to grab the 4 and 10 for 25 each. Rack 10. There he is, marble fork right on cue with the midnight. Here we go. Oh, we hit the wall, but it lucked out. It's going to be a lumber number. The bumper lumber, as G calls it, the 4-2, 6 easy. That definitely hit the first row of diamonds. Not the intention, but we'll take it. Mark it. And we need to mark the 12. Now the 6. We have 90. That's going to pay 105. We're going to go right to 180. Rack 15. And all bets set. We got almost 10 playing, 29 active. Thank you all. Here we go. There's a 6-4, 10 easy again. $25 is going to win 50 for 1. We need to make change. We'll do 4 change since we're paying the VIG. Take the 10 to 50 and rack 25. Rack our $4 change. And all bets set. Here we go. And we have aces. If you're playing the field, that pays triple tonight. Mark it. All right, I think I'm gonna go down to minimum bets on the 4, 5, and 8. And I need that capper on the 8. And I'm going to grab the hard ways for a nickel each. All bets set. Here we go. And there's the 5-4 J-Mac hard 9, and that is winner. All right, puck comes off. Going to win a quarter on the front. 120 on the odds. Grab a craps check for a nickel. Everything else is off. Actually, I'm going to do a buffalo bet. So the hard ways will be working. Just the hard ways and the craps bet and the pass line. All bets set here. We've got 13 now in the playing. Here we go. Low throw, but it's going to be a 6-3, soft 9, say it with me, the Franks. So 9 will be the point again. So the any 7 will fall. Craps bet falls. Nine is the point. And we'll do same as last time, 80 on the odds. And all bets set. For those just joining, we're doing a 5-3-6-2 dice set from stick left 2. Here we go. And there it is, the PSO 5-2, 7 out. At least we were able to hit a point before we 7'd out. Reset the ATS. Craps bet. ATS for 555. And we're all set for the next shooter. All right, shooter number 2. Here we go. And there's a come out 7, 6-1. Whoops. So I have the ATS and the craps bet. I have 25 on the pass line, front line winner. Going to win a big old nickel. And we're just going to press the craps bet. And all bets set for me. I don't want anything from Dairy Queen, thank you. Nothing from me. Appreciate it. Can't have 2 nights in a row of dairy. Here we go. There's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. Four is going to be the point. Mark it. I'm going to go 150 on the 6-8. Grab some hard ways. All bets set. And there's a second PSO. Say it ain't so. 4-3. Dice split on me in the air. You never know what you get on this channel. Sometimes we work these kinks out in the beginning. The first few rolls are kind of hectic and crappy. We're going to repay for everything out there. For the 6 and 8, there's 300 repaid, up and off. There's a quarter for the hard ways, and we'll do a buffalo. So there's the any 7. And then we need to repay for our pass line and our ATS. So we're all paid for. Ready for the next shooter. Hey Gargoyle, how you doing? All right, here comes shooter number 3. I'll see a lot of people in Crapsee, their scores are looking just like the dice, red and green. Not good. Let's see if we can turn it around. Here we go. There's a come out 7. 6-1. Frontline winner. That's going to be a push on the buffalo bet. And the quarter on the pass line is going to repay for the ATS, so I'm going to win 10 bucks. Let's take 5 of it. And we'll put the 10 on the crap. Let's do a yo. We'll do a Sandy for 5 each with our $10 change. And we are all set. We're looking for a point. Here we go. There's a yo, mid-mo yo. We'll take it. Another frontline winner. Should have increased the pass line, but we did grab a yo for a nickel. All right, so we're going to win a quarter on the pass line. We're going to win 65 because we're taking back the we're putting back the craps bet, and then let's put back the any 7. Yeah, let's put back the any 7 for the buffalo bet. That's working. And let me put the button on there. We're going to press the C and E. Actually, we'll press the C. We'll press the pass line to 30, and then we'll still get to rack 50 bucks. Not bad. All bets set. Here we go. And there's a 5-1 mixer, 6 easy. Six will be the point. All right, we're going to lose the NA7. We're going to lose the hard 6 because we were working it. 6 is going to be the point. I'm going to move this over to the 9. And we need to mark the yo and the 6. All bets set here. And I just now realized I didn't put back my hard 6. Nothing I can do about it because I've already locked you out. Wouldn't be fair. We're trying to be fair around here. Here we go. And we got a 6-2 easy 8. The Duracell kind. 8 easy. Gonna lose the hard 8. Mark it. And 150 is gonna win 175. We're going to pick up the 5 for 150, rack the quarter, and all bets set. Actually, before I do all bets set, let's bring back up the hard 6, hard 8. And we're all set. We got a lot of people active in Crapsee, but not very many are playing. Only about 13 are playing. We almost have 40 active. So maybe people are thinking of playing, or they've walked away. Here we go. And I don't know what was wrong with that roll, but it must have, the green die must have hit the wall wonky like. It's possible that the green die hit the diamonds because it's going to be a 6-1, 7 ouch. All right, we're doing terrible right now. Now, I think part of it, I'll be honest, it's not about doing the live show that gets me. It's about when I'm practicing, there aren't 5 cameras in my face. And when we are going live, all the cameras become obstacles. So that is something you have to contend with when you're doing multiple shots for your cameras. But we'll try to adapt. We'll try to adjust, you know. Couldn't have done that twice. All right, let's get some bets out there. Let's be positive. Let's do 25, 5, 25 on the ATS. And we'll do a $25 world bet and all bets set. Lost a few people on that one. Still see some people in red within the top 10. Here we go. There's a 5-4 JMac hard 9. That is the third time tonight the 9 has been established a point. All right, world bet's going to fall. Mark it. 9 is the point. Let's go inside. What's going on, Kay Fisher? Hey, Lee. Lee didn't take kindly to my comment about John's bald head, but he needs, I hope he realizes I'm very close with John, and he doesn't mind that. Here we go. There's a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. Mark it. We don't have enough to go in the field because it's a $15 table, so we'll do a $5 yo and a $6 craps bet. All bets set here. And we lucked out with that one because it actually hit the bottom rung of the back wall. It's going to be a 3-1 Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. Little 3-1, 4 easy action. Mark it. I'm going to break this 100. Going to grab the 4 for 20. Do a field bet for 20. All bets set here. Here we go. And I can't seem to keep the dice together. Another 6-1, 7-ouch. So hopefully we're getting, you know, we're only 20 rolls in. We're already on the 4th shooter. Or that was the 4th shooter. Hopefully we're getting the kinks out now. Maybe we'll have a bigger roll later. You know, you can wish all you want to have good rolls. Dice gods don't give a shit. 100%. 100%. All right, I'm going to keep this here, here, and here because that's 100. There's my 100. I'm going to work the 5, 6, 8 on the come out. Reds are going to replace what was up here in the ATS. And we got to reset the ATS. I think part of it is when I released my hand, my fingers were opening up. I got to try to keep them together. All right. This is actually shooter number 5, and we're not even 20 rolls in. That's horrible. I'd say let's switch dice, but I only have this red and green that I like. Some of the other ones I have are all chipped and stuff, so they snag on the layout. Here we go. That was much better throw. 415 truck and camper. 5's going to be the point. Look at those ones if you're hopping. Hop the ones. Mark it. Let's move this over to the 9. We are going to get paid on the 5 because we were working it. That's going to pay 35. So we just paid for our odds. The Justice Gin is in. All rise. All bets set. Here we go. Oh, hard 8. Square pair. I didn't think I was going to be able to throw a hard way tonight. The way all these rolls have been going so far. What am I doing? Okay. Mark the 8. It's going to win 35. Let's throw a nickel out there, rack the quarter. We're going to take it to 42. All bets set. I'm going to grab some hard ways. Looks like everybody's ready in Crapsee. This is an odd camera setup, and it is giving, it's causing me like extra 10 seconds between rolls. I don't like it, but I don't want to change anything. It's going to take too long to edit. Here we go. There's a 3-1 Big Joe. Hard 4 falls. Mark the 4. Let's put our non-black chips in the field, which is $43. All bets set. Here we go. 6-4 easy 10. 10 easy. Lose the hard 10. However, we do have 43 in the field, which is going to win 43. Mark the 10. Grab the 4 and 10. All bets set for me. Well, you guys are fast tonight. Everybody's getting their bets in. Here we go. Four deuce. The bumper. I keep wanting to say G's, but it's just natural that it comes out lumber number. I'll let G keep to his call. We don't have to do it here. It's the 2x4. 6 easy. All right, we're knocking down all of our hard ways. It's going to win 35. I'm going to rack the quarter. Bring back the hard 6. The hard 4. Mark the 6. And I'm going to grab a C and E, E for 5, C for 7. Get your bets in. Here we go. And we lucked out, but the dice split again. I can tell that my hand opened up. 3-1 Big Joe. Again, we're going to lose the hard 4. We're going to get paid 50 for 1. That'll come down 2. Let's press the 4 and 10 every time we hit them. All bets set. Here we go. And there's a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. We have 25 on it. It's going to win 35. Mark it. Let's take it to 35, rack a quarter. We're also going to bring back hard 10, hard 4, stack on the hard 6, 8 for 10 each. All bets set. Here we go. And there's a 4 deuce, 6 easy. Hard 6 falls. It's going to win 35. Take it to 42. All bets set. Here we go. That's going to do it. The other die didn't even hit the back wall. Stopped right when it hit, the red one. 4-3, or the red one. 4-3, 7 out. It landed flat and it stopped. That sucks. So we're doing shitty again. Man, I don't understand. You know, you practice all day, you have some good rolls, and then as soon as the cameras are rolling, it's like it's the first time you've ever played craps. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, we are getting down. Let's get reds for that. ATS, $10 craps bet. All right, we're going to do some recovery here. Here we go. There's a 4 deuce. 6 easy. 6 will be the point. Well, if it isn't Mr. Voice. How you doing, Jeff? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better than I'm rolling. Here we go. There's a 6-2 easy 8. Mark it. It's going to win one. We're going to take it right to 210. Rack the rest. All bets set. Here we go. There's a 3-2 Justice Gem. We've been waiting for that one tonight. Is that our first 3-2-5? It is. It is our first Justice Gin of the night. Mark it. It's going to win 140. Take it to 200. Rack the rest. And we're all set here. Here we go. And there's midnight. And I have a lot out there, so I'm not going to chance it. Mark it. Turn them off. Grab a field bet and a C&E, and we're all set. Oh, yeah. I was like, I rolled a 12 and I got a field bet, but I didn't pay it, but I just made it. I just created the field bet. Here we go. There's a 6-3-9. The Franks. Ah, I caught you off guard because you thought I was going to say soft 9 first, but I didn't. The Franks. Where is she? The Franks. Mark it. Oh, you know what? We turned our bets off. We cannot pay the 9. We can pay the field. We can pay the field. In fact, we're going to stack it up on the field because we're going to keep our bets off one more roll. Still, it's always fun to throw a Franks. Here we go. There's another 5-4 JMac hard 9. Now I feel bad that I didn't turn the bets on because, you know, that's back to back there. But Jeff's in the house. You got to throw some of the JMac hard 9s, right? And we did parlay our field. All right, we're turning them back on. Let's get a quarter for those reds. Go to 150 on the 9. Grab a C&E. All bets set. Here we go. And we got a hard 8 square pair. And that's awesome. That's our 4th hit on the boxes. It takes balls. You got to have balls to play the game. All right, we got 210 on the 8. That's going to win 245. And now we're going to regress, which means I'm going to turn off my bets for one roll after I do this regression, because evidently every time I do, you know what happens. You've all seen this channel. You all know what happens. I'm just saying. All right, let's grab the greens. We'll take them all to 30. Bring 905 back to the rack. And we're turning our bets off for a roll. And we'll grab a field. and a C and E. The Big Mac Daddy, that's right, hard 9. Jeff's got it. All bets set. Here we go. There it is, 4-3. What did I say? What did I say? Is that dice influence? I didn't call the 4-3 or dice controlling. I didn't call the 4-3. I called the 7 out, but I didn't call the 4-3. So it's just dice influence. Or maybe I should never regress. Is that what it is? If I never regress, then it never happens, right? Wrong. All right, we were off up top. Woo! Oh, sorry. Just knocked the table with my big fat arms. Reset the ATS. I need some greens and reds. We'll do 2 greens. All right, let's repay for the ATS. We'll do 20 on the pass line. Just rack the rest. All right, we are all set. This is the next shooter. Hey, by the way, I know it was another short roll, but out of that short roll, we hit 6 box numbers, okay? You might be able to make some money with 6 box numbers. Oh. Here we go. And there's an Old Bay bushel, hard 10. 10 will be the point. And I think it's only fair that we play the hard ways. Right? Play it for 5 each. 50 behind the line on the 10. And all bets set. Everybody's ready in Crapsee. And I just realized we don't have a 6. Am I post betting? Yes, I am. I'm grabbing the 6. You can hate me later. Send all your hate mail to OldBayCraps@gmail.com. Send any hate mail. I haven't gotten any hate mail. I need somebody to hate me, I think. Here we go. 6-3, soft 9, the Franks. I'm here to tell you, as much as Jeff loves the Big Daddy Mac hard 9, he will not mind a 6-3-9 if he's playing on a table. All right, we have 30 on it. That's going to win 42. Take it to 50. All bets set. Here we go. There's a mixer, 5-1, 6 easy, 5-1 mixer. Hard 6 will fall. Mark it. It's going to win 35. Bring back the hard 6. And we're going to go right to 60. All bets set there. We're already losing people in Crapsee. However, the top 10 is all green. The trap is clean. Here we go. Oh, they split. Oh, we lucked out with a hard 8. Wow. They split pretty badly, but they both ended up in the hook. I have no idea how it was a hard 8. Bad throw, good result. And I did whatever you deleted, Jeff, was deleted because I didn't see it. All right, we'll start with the 8, hard 8. It's going to win 45. We're going to press up all the hard ways to 10 each. And then up top, we're going to win 35. And then after we mark the 8, we're going to take the 8 right to 90. That's right, a 9 is a 9 when you're at the craps table. Why? Because it pays. Whether it's a 6-3 or a 5-4, if you got money on the 9, it pays. Here we go. Oh, back-to-back hard 8s. Come on now. Come on now. I may be getting old, but I may not be square. But I am for back-to-back bets. I love a pressed up bet that gets hit. I've told it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it every time. All right, that is a hard 8. That's going to win 90 on the hard way. And we'll deal with that in just a second. We have 90 up top. That's going to win 105. We're going to take the nickel from there, and we're going to press the hard ways again. And we haven't really taken anything back. So I'm going to take 175 back to the rack. All bets set here. Here we go. There's a 3-1 Big Joe Craps Master Journey. Hard 4 falls. We're going to take off the hard 8 and hard 6, replace the hard 4. We're going to mark the 4. And then 30 is going to pay 60 for a $1 vig. Some casinos will go all the way up to $39 for a $1 vig, but not many casinos. Some people just go ahead and charge you $2. All right, we're going to go right up to 50, and we're going to rack 40. All bets set. Here we go. There's a 6-4 easy 10, also known as the winner, frontline winner. Hard 10 will fall. We're just going to keep grabbing from what's there so that we don't grab it from our rack. Whoa, we're knocking it all. Hey, now. Don't knock the bets. All right, we're going to win 20 on the front, 100 on the back. Let's go with a buffalo bet, 50 strong, 50 action on the buffalo. And we'll hold steady there. Boxes are off. Everybody's ready in Crapsee. Here we go. There's midnight. All those dots and all those spots. And how funny is that that's not the one we need for you know what? And I was supposed to have a craps bet out there and I didn't. Mark the midnight. We are going to lose the pass line and the NE7. We're going to go up on the pass line. Grab a C and E, $10 on the C, 5 on the E, bring back our NE7 for the buffalo, and all bets set. Everybody's ready. We are still in the come out. Here we go. There's the yo, mid-mo yo, 6-5, baby. We will take it. All right, NE7 will fall. Mark the yo. And that, my friends, is lit up green because we just hit the tall. All right, we're going to get 60, we're going to get 65 because we have $10 up here on the C. And we also get a quarter on the pass line. We're going to rack the green, go up to 30 on the pass line, and press our C and E. So now we have 10 on the E, 15 on the C, and we're all set. Here we go. And we got a 3-2 Justice Gen 5. Five will be the point. And we need to mark it. We'll move this over to the 10. We'll do 50 odds on the pass line. All bets set. Here we go. And we got an ace deuce, 3 craps. Oh, just moved the camera. Sorry. Sorry about that. There we go. Mark the 3. And I'm just going to do it C and E again. 5 on the E, 6 on the C. All bets set. Here we go. There's a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. All right, I don't know if we're entering into Hornland, but we have $6 on the C, $5 on the E. 5's going to win 75, 80, and down, but we're going to minus by 6. So it's going to win 69. We're going to press them both. Put the rest in the rack. All bets set. Oh, I'm also turning my boxes off, by the way. I didn't even touch you guys yet. I didn't punch you out yet, so. All right, I'm turning my boxes off. Pressed up C and E. Now I'm clicking the button for you guys. Here we go. And there's a square pair. Square pair. All right, all this is going to fall. We turned our boxes off. Hard ways were working. That's going to win 90. I'm going to throw a nickel from the rack. Press all the hard ways. We're going to regress just 30 off of the, skim 30 off the 8. Press the 10. Turn the boxes back on. Bring 80 to the rack. All bets set. Let's put 2 on the horn high aces. Now all bets are set. Locking you all out. Here we go. And we got a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. The Big Mac Daddy 9. We have 50 on it. Gonna press all the hard ways. Take the 9 up to 75. Rack another quarter. Hey, Demon Dog Chris, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Thursday. All bets set. Here we go. And we got a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. Come on, that was a 6. You nut. Come on, stick man. There we go. All right, hard 8's going to fall. We're going to take 5 off of each of the other hard ways, bring back the hard 8 for 15. We're going to get 70 up top. Take it right to 120. Rack 10. All bets set. Here we go. There's the 5-4 J-Mac Hard 9 again. The Big Mac Daddy. We have 75 on it. It's going to win 105. I think it's all good. We should rack the black. We're going to do a $10 Horn High Aces. All bets set. Here we go. There's another yo, mid-mo yo. It's our 5th one tonight. Nothing on it. Oh, actually, I did have something on it. I had a $10 Horn High Aces. That means I have $2 on the yo. That's going to be 30 minus 8, 22. We're going to double it to 20 Horn High Aces. Rack the rest. We're looking for Larry. Where's Larry? Here we go. There's a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Back-to-back yos. There's only one thing left to do, huh? Pay that yo and turn off our boxes. So we're going to turn off our boxes. Our hard ways are working. We have a $20 Horn High Aces, so that's $4 on the yo. That's 60. minus 16 or 44. We're going to go to a quarter, horn high aces. We're going to grab a yo for 5. Rack the rest. All bets set. So the boxes are off, hardways are working, and then our horn bets. Here we go. There's a 4-1 truck and camper that is also going to be the point. Horn bets fall. Puck is off. These bets were still on, just the boxes up top were off. Because you have to tell the dealers, well, basically the dealers would tell you if you're turning off your odds to just put them back in your rack. But, you know, it is what it is, as Jeff would say. 30 on the front. 75 in the back. Let's rack all the green. Go down to 20 on the pass line. $5 crap check. $5 horn high aces. And we are on the come out. Hey, Nick. Everyone, this is Nick. Nick is the crusher of matches as he kicked my ass last night in Chris's tournament. Sometimes you play the tournament differently just because you're trying to make sure you don't get behind your opponent. And it bit me in the butt. And Nick deserves all the credit. So congratulations, Nick. All right. This is the come out. Here we go. There's a 4 deuce. 6 easy. 6 will become the point. Horn bets will fall. Move the 6 over to the 5. Put 50 in the back on the 6. I appreciate that, Nick. He says, you are the legend. I am just a dude. Are you the dude? Hey, man, I'm the dude. You know, the dude. I do like a white Russian when I'm playing craps. Here we go. There's a hard 4. I think that might be the first hard 4 tonight. Double deuce dice. All right, we'll start with the hard way. We have 15 on it. That's going to win 105. Up top, we're going to win 100 for 2 vig. I'm really liking these 2 blacks right now, so I'm going to take 2 blacks back to the rack, but I'm going to press the 4 to 75. And we'll just press the hard 4 by itself to 20. And all bets set. Here we go. And it was going to be a 5-3 easy 8, and I was looking forward to it because I had 120 on that 8. But that 3 turned over right at the last second to a 2, and therefore it's going to be a 5-2, 7 out. We could not hit the all. We did hit the tall, and that was a 22 roller. Now I feel better about the two, racking the 2 blacks on that hard 4 hit. All right, let's reset. This next shooter is going to be for Jen. I'm going to do a little DGE, Charlie. So this next roll is going to be random rolled. Let me set my bets up. I'm going to do a pass line and a don't pass. We're going to do a working 6-8. We are on shooter number 8. And I dedicate this next roll to Jen. So I'm just going to grab the dice with my hands. Here we go. And we got a yo, mid-mo yo. So that's just going to be a push here. So nothing really happened. We'll go ahead and mark the yo. All bets set on my end. Here we go. And we got a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. Mark the 8. We're going to win 35 up top. We're going to go ahead and turn our 6-8 off. And since we have our bets off, we're just going to go with some minimum odds, just 30 to win 25. Here we go. There's a 6-3 soft 9 to Franks. Jen, I actually played this earlier today for a whole session, and I actually decided to play the all tall small, and I actually hit it playing this. So it took that long to hit. And the only way you can do that playing Charlie's system is the 8 can only be hit once. Well, it could be hit twice technically, but you want to hit all the other numbers, you know. All right, we didn't mark the 9. All right, here we go. Here we go. And we got a 6 easy, 4-2. The great thing about playing Charlie's system is that everybody can still win. So even though technically we're looking to get hits on either a 6-8 or Charlie will even expand out later on when he's made money. Once you made profit, he'll expand out to 110 inside. So we're just turning off after hitting it. If you have an abundance of 6s and 8s, you can turn these back on for one roll and then turn them back off. But even though like my goal right now is to try to technically 7 out, it doesn't mean I'm not trying to make money for everybody else. You can have a long roll with this kind of thing. Now I won't make a lot of money, but you all will, and I'm fine with that. All right, here we go. 4 deuce, 6 easy. We never marked the 6. Sorry about that. I meant to mark it earlier. All right, here we go. Come on, Crapsee. All right, dice out. There's another 4 deuce. Oh, you know what? I put a, I think it's right in Crapsee, by the way. Let me just verify. Yeah, it's correct in Crapsee. I just got to fix the roll tracker. Give me 1 sec. Because that was our third 4 deuce. So in the roll tracker, we did not hit the point twice. We hit three 6 deuces in a row. All right, the roll tracker is now correct. Locking you all out. Here we go. And there's a 6-2 Duracell Easy 8. And by the way, this system of Charlie's, and Jen will attest to it, it's a good bankroll builder strategy. And I'm not really one to do strategies, but this one I will do. So that was the point. So puck's going to come off. I'm going to lose my odds on my don't. So now, because I lost 30 bucks, I'm going to do a don't for 35 by itself. I'm going to keep my 6-8 off and just play the don't. Now, once I was in profit, and granted, I did hit the ATS earlier today. I went up a level. So instead of 25-25, 30-30, I did 50-50, 60-60 on the 6-8. Here we go. There's a 5-3 easy 8. Eight's going to be the point again. Yes, I'm keeping my top bets off. I'm going to grab a minimum odds. But you can see, even though I'm going for the big red number, I still hit 6 consecutive box numbers. And that makes me feel good because people, we want everybody at the table to beat the casino. Here we go. 325 Justice Gin. All bets set on my end. Just waiting for Crapsee to catch up. Here we go. 4-1 Crap and Camper. 415. We need to mark the 5. Didn't do that earlier. I'm going to grab the 5, and the 5 is the only active number up top. Because you can do Charlie's system and you can do so many variations. I did a variation earlier today where I played the hard ways as well as the ATS. And I was surprised I was hitting a lot of hard ways. Here we go. There's a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. We already have it marked. I'm going to turn all the boxes off, including the 5. And I'm going to press up my odds. I need some reds. I'm going to go to 60. All bets set. Here we go. There's a hard 10 Old Bay bushel. Mark it. I'm going to take down the 5, keep the 6-8 off, grab hardways. All bets set. Still only 17 playing, 60 active in Crapsee. Oh well. Here we go. And there it is, 5-2, 7-ouch. So this is why I like playing this system, because you can have a long roll and not care that you had a long roll. And in the meantime, you're making everybody else money. All right, we're going to lose this. So we lost 20 on the hard ways. We're going to get paid 35 on the flat. 50 on the odds. We're going to go back to the... Actually, that was... We'll just keep it... We'll just go there. We made a little bit of money off of that, but you can see how you can make money off that. We'll go back to traditional craps here. I'm going to grab the ATS 555. Reset. All right. This is the 9th shooter. Nick says he saw that coming, and Craps Master Journey Joe says, hey. Welcome, Joe. All right, back to 5362. Light side play. Here we go. There's a 415 truck and camper. 5 is going to be the point. That's a no field 5. Going to go 160 on the inside, 50 on the back. Let's do a quarter in the field. All bets set. Here we go. And there's a PSO. Oh, yay. A PSO. This is why most times you just need to tiptoe in. Just as Ed and 10 Ton say, tiptoe in. Well, 10 Ton doesn't do much tiptoeing, but you know what I mean. Well, that sucked. That was all the profit I made on the... Well, half of it might have been profit I made on playing Charlie's system. All right, let's do it again. There's the ATS. Let's do a world bet this time. Here we go. There's a 6-4 easy 10. Whoops, you cannot do 664 in the roll tracker. Had to do a little edit there. All right, this will fall. Mark the 10. I thought I could get accurate, but I guess not. All right. Let's get change for the 100. $90 on the 6 and 8. All bets set. Everybody's ready in Crapsee. Here we go. There's a hard 4, double deuce. Not too uncommon for a sister number to hit. Let's grab the hard ways. We'll grab 10 on the hard 4 in case of a parlay. Add some odds to the back. And let me pause you just for a second. All right, sorry about that. Had to get a drink of water. Here we go. Damn. We're back to shit. Roller coaster of a show. So our high tonight was 20 rolls, 22 rolls. And it's been shit uphill since. Man. Always a 7 when you start off with pressed up bets like that. Always. Although if you're into, like, you know, superstitions and stuff like that, superstitions, you know, the pause that I had, pausing you all for a minute, you come back, turn off your bets, and you're good to go. All right, we need some, we don't even have any greens or reds. Let's get 100 in red. $100 in green. I'm gonna do 10, 5, 10. 25 on the pass. 5 on the crap check. Buffalo bet. Hardway's working on the come out. All bets set. This is shooter number 11. Not good. Yeah, when you're hitting box numbers and then you start hitting 4s and 10s, just be wary that you're going down the road of possibly, not all the time, but possibly horns are after the 4 and 10, and then ultimately that number we all hate if you're playing light side. All right, this is the come out roll. There's a 4-1-5. 5 will be the point. I don't know if you can all see the severe crack in the stick. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's definitely not straight. All right, this and this will fall. Button will come down. Mark the 5. Let's just do a 6-8. 30 on the back on the 5. And yes, is that what a horseman? That is a horseman. Here we go. I do see some people in the thousands. That's awesome. I'm not one of them, but well, here we go. There's a 6-3 soft 9. Let me hear it. The Franks. Again, sister number hit. Isn't that just weird? I just find that weird. Mark it. All right, we had 15 in the field. It's going to win 15. We're going to pick up the 9. And we'll pick up the 4. It's been hitting as many times as the 10 tonight, honestly. Here we go. There's a double D-Gen hard 6. Don't you wish dice would always stop like that? That's when the throw is the prettiest. When they're close together and they just stop on a dime, like boom, boom. And that's all, I think that's all you really want in a throw, is for it to hit off the wall like bam, bam, and just immediately stop when they hit the wall. All right, hard 6. It's going to pay 45. Excuse me. We're going to press all the hard ways. Up top, we're going to win 35. We're going to go right to 90. Mark the 6. All bets set. Here we go. I can't see the other one. Oh, man. Thought it was a hard 8. It's a 4-3, 7 out. Well, shit. We cannot get anything going. That was roll 80. Oh, man. There's 200. Actually, we need more for the ATS. There's the ATS, 10, 5, 10. $5 crap check. Quarter on the pass line. And just checking the bankroll, we are down. We're down about 800 plus. Hey, Greg, welcome. Happy Thirsty Thursday. I hope you're drinking something good. I'm only drinking water. All right, I got my bets set. This is the come out roll. Here we go. 415. 5 will be the point again. But can we do anything with it this time? Mark the 5. We're going to go for it because we're nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's see, we need 45. $45, because if we win, we'll grab the 4, 9, and 10 if we hit one of those. All right, all bets set here. I just bridged the 45 in the field. That's why it looks like that. What does Greg say? He said, nope, beer please, which is like 90% water. Well, stop drinking that Miller Lite. Here we go. There's a 6-3, soft 9, the Franks. Mark it. We're going to win 45. I'm going to pay it out in reds. And now we grab the 4, 9, and 10 for free. All bets set. Here we go. There's a 4 deuce. 6 easy. Oh my God, you just say natural ice. My dad used to drink natural light. The worst beer ever is Milwaukee's Beast. That's what we called it in college. It's called Milwaukee's Best, but we call it Milwaukee's Beast. All right, 300 is going to pay 350. We'll take it to 420. Rack 250. Grab the hard ways. All bets set. Oh, Nick says, natty. Little natty bow for you? Yeah, hon. Get that natty bow. Here we go. 4-2, back to back. That's what I'm talking about. Getting the money to work for you. Lose the hard 6. But we're going to win our first purple chip for 10. We're going to come down to human level. We're going to take 1,200 back to the rack. Maybe guarantee us some profit tonight. Press the 9 to a quarter. All bets set. 5.9 alcohol by volume. Natural ice by Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. I've always wanted to go to the Anheuser-Busch. You know what I'm trying to say. Brewery. Like do a cross-country brewery. Play craps and drink beer. That sounds like a fun trip. Fun trip of trouble. Here we go. 6.2 Duracell Easy 8. And we lucked out because, I don't know if you all heard it, it didn't smack. It hit the bottom rubber. Lose the hard 8. Mark it. Going to win 35 up top. Take it right to 60. Bring back the hard 8. And we'll bring back the hard 6. Hey, David, welcome. Jen said I'm up, and I'm not planning on donating it back to the Crapsee Casino. I hear you. Yeah, free tours at the Anheuser-Busch. There's also a Hers chip company. I think it's in Pennsylvania. That's free too. All bets set. Here we go. There's a 5-3 Easy 8. So now we're just hitting strings of back-to-back numbers. Is that what we're doing? All right, hard 8 falls. We're going to bring it back up, so we're going to pay ourselves 65 instead of 70 on the place 8. Bring the hard 8 back up. Let's go right to 90. Press the 6 to 60. Rack a nickel. All right, I'm trying. Oh, here's Airborne Aces. Where were you? We needed aces for the all earlier tonight, and you weren't here, so we didn't hit it. You're going to go to the Crayola Crayon Factory? Nice. You want to go to the Burger Cookie Factory? Larry, are you going to answer me in the chat? Are you going to be at Atlantic City next the week of the 14th to the 18th? Here we go. There's an ace deuce, 3 craps. You all don't know why Larry's saying that, but he's saying don't tease. I'm just saying. I'm already booked. All right, I marked a 3. We don't have anything on it. Let's do that C&E bet that hasn't hit tonight for 11. Yeah, I'll be there the 16th through the 18th. All bets set. Here we go. And we got a 415. Isn't that what Nick wanted? 415? C&E will fall. But it is a frontline winner. Quarter up front. 75 in the rear. Rack the quarters. Bring a craps bet back up. Bring a horn high aces bet up. All bets set. Oh, yeah. Larry's saying he needed the aces for the all at Harrah's during the March multiplier. All right, this is the come out roll. Everything's off except for the C and the pass line. Here we go. And there's a hard 8. 8 will be the point. And it's getting to that time where my back is starting to hurt severely. Oh. All right. What is cool is that when you do have a pressed up bet, bringing it down is kind of fun. Let's go over to the $20 field bet. That's up to you, Greg, if you're going to work or not during the come out. I'll see what I can do, Larry. If y'all don't know what Larry's talking about, these cookies are shortbread with pretty much chocolate fudge on top, but it's a cookie. Really soft cookie, but it's one of those cookies where you eat one and that's all you need. It is so rich. Here we go. There's an ace deuce. 1 pip off from aces. Whoa, missed the camera by like that much. All right, we have 20 in the field. And we have a $5 horn high aces. So we have $1 on ace deuce. That's going to be $11. And then in the field, we're going to win 20. We'll take 25 in red, pick up the 5. Let's go ahead and press the horn high aces. And we'll bring 21 back to the rack. Oh, you can eat 1.5. Well, you're a bigger guy than I am. Yeah, definitely, Greg. A burger cookie is like lambus bread in Lord of the Rings. One will keep you full for like 4 hours. All bets set. Here we go. Oh, the dice came off, hit each other, but it's going to be a 5-4 J-Mac hard 9. A Nina field wiener. It's going to win 35. We're going to take it right to 50. We're going to take it right to 75. We're going to power press it. Actually, they're not giant cookies, David. They're about, I don't know. Here, let me. I don't know. They're about the size of the C in the cum or the O. They're about that size. Like standard layout, cum bed area. All bet set. It's just that chocolate fudge on top of the shortbread is so rich. Here we go. 415 Truck and Camper. We have 25 on it. It's going to win 35. We lost this a while ago, by the way. We're going to go ahead and power press it as well. Right to 75. Well, look at what we have here. Mr. Skill and Luck. As Skill is telling everybody, friendly reminder, Craps Chat is Sunday night. Always a good time. Bring your questions. Try to stump dialing. That's what we all do. All bets set. Here we go. Wow, the dice almost landed on top of each other. It's going to be a 415. That would have been cool. I would have had to stop the show for a picture. All right, back-to-back 415s. Always awesome after you press up the bet. 75 is going to win 105. That's going to be a collect. And I don't have odds on my 8. If I ever forget to put odds in the back, I will never put odds in the back on purpose. If that makes sense. All bets set. Probably another stitious thing. Here we go. There's a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. That is our 9th yo tonight. And if this was the D8 table, that would be money, money, money coming in. Mark it. Let's just do a C&E. I don't know, 1.5 cookies. Woo! You gotta be, right? Actually, I think if you all saw pictures of Larry and I, you would know who the fat one was. All bets set. Standing next to Larry at the craps table is like standing next to a wrestler. Here we go. There's a 5-3 easy 8, and that is the point, ladies and gentlemen. And I have no odds, and we all know why, because if I had added odds, you all know it would have affected the roll. All right, puck comes off. I'm only going to win a quarter. I'm okay with that. I'm going to pay it out in reds because I'm going to bring the heart 8 back up. And we'll do a craps check, and we've been throwing those yos. I'm going to press up that yo to a $10 yo. I know nothing. All bets set. Here we go. This is the come out roll. Boxes are off. I should have my hard ways working. Yeah, look at me putting up an NE7 Buffalo bet. Sorry. All right. Come out roll. Hard ways are working. Boxes are off. And there's a mid-mo, yo, 6-5. I'm not a dice controller, just a dice influencer. All right, we had 10 on the yo. It's going to be 150. $160 and down. We're going to lose the craps bet. We're also going to win a quarter on the pass line. And we're going to put the quarter right on the craps bet and rack the 150. And we'll press up the yo bet to 15. And we need to bring back our NE7 for the Buffalo. And all bets set. We got landmines here. Woo. Whoa. Well, come on. Yep, we're throwing every number out there. There we go. Shouldn't have gone that way. Traffic, traffic, traffic. Still in the come out roll, guys. Here we go. There's a 6-3 soft 9, the Franks. Nine will be the point. All this will fall down. So close. Oh, let's do 60 on the 8. We're going to do 100 on the odds on the 9. All bets set. $27 playing. Much better than last time, or earlier this evening. Here we go. And that's going to do it. There's the 6-1 because the dice had to shoot across the room on the table. That's going to do it for us, folks. We were just one roll short of 100 rolls tonight. But the 7-1, we are out. I don't even think I made profit, but we'll find out. At least we ended with a positive roll. Let's clean up the ATS. All right, let's bring this out here. We're going to count backwards. There's 50 in red. There's 200 in green. There's 2,000. That was our bankroll. Our buy-in was 2,000. We made 301 profit. 301 profit on $2,000. Not a great night, but we didn't go south like we were in mid-roll. I appreciate that, Reggie F. You have a great night. Yeah, it felt pretty good on some of those, but I didn't string together as many as I wanted to that went far. Even though we ended the night with a 7.1 SRR, and I think it's because even on some of the short rolls, we were hitting box numbers. And that's all you can ask for when you're trying to make money, is hit box numbers. And we even had the kind of the long roll on the Charlie DGE system that we played for Jen for just one shooter. Even that, I think, was an 11 or 12 roller, hitting a lot of 6s and 8s. So, yeah, always cool, man. Let's go over to Crapsee to see who won the night in Crapsee. First, I got to see if you all can... Oh, there we go. All right, let's see who won in Crapsee. A lot of you shot up on the last couple of shooters. Bags, no rebuy at 9,700 plus. Chew My Fat, love that name. No rebuy. $5,000 plus profit. MGH, 5,000 buy-in. 3,400 profit. Nick S came in late with 2,400 profit. And Kia Aluala, I think I'm pronouncing that right, rounding out the top 5 with 1,980. And then rounding out the top 10, we had Chemo, J Rolla, Titan Thanos, Lars 68, and Rody 415, all in the positive, all making money tonight. Roll distribution, it's very pyramid-like, but it's nice and heavy. You really want that. So it's nice to know that the 8s and 9s outperformed the reds tonight. Look at those yos, 10 yos tonight. Incredible. And we had 3 midnights. You know I've gone a whole show without a midnight multiple times. And we hit 3 of those tonight. When the puck was on, the 8s were competing with the 7s, which is really nice to see. Pretty cool. But still overall, it's a pyramid, right? We're not fooling ourselves. We had 87 active tonight. I think at the most we ever had playing at one time was 28, which is pretty cool. All right. Let's go back over here. My back is killing me. I'm so glad you all joined me tonight. You know, I do try to go live when I can. We've had a lot going on in the family and a lot of other stuff, so have not been able to go consistently live. But you know, between that and trying to be on Craps Chat is what I've been trying to do. So, you know, join us Sunday night for Craps Chat, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Always a good time. Bring your questions and join me for my next live. Hopefully it'll be next week, the week of the multiplier. I'll be in Atlantic City, so I will not have a show unless I have a show that Tuesday before, which I think is the 15th. Tax day, get your taxes in. But I think we'll do tax day. It'll be a nice day to do a rollout for those that already got their taxes done. That'll be cool. So we had a $2,000 bankroll tonight for me, and I had 301 profit. We'll take it. We'll take it every time. But thank you for coming to Old Bay's house. Thank you for coming out and rolling with me. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. See you next time. When you're at your tables, season your play, y'all. Y'all have a great night.